Greetings, my fellow creators and creations of the Almighty Most High. I am Karma. Welcome and congratulations for having the courage to face your karma, good and bad. These timeless messages are for anyone that needs to hear them. And if you tapped on this video, then they're meant for you. So let me tell you what I have on my table. I have the main character that the divine would like to reveal to us, and I have two supporting roles. How are you doing though? I'm always wondering if you're doing all right, like all the time. So I figured I should start asking, how are you? And I hope the answer to that is positive, but it's okay if it isn't. So the main character is Two of Swords. You got your blindfolds on and your guards up. What does that mean? Maybe that means you're fighting and you don't know what you're up against. Maybe that means that you're fighting, but you can't even see that there's nothing there. Maybe you're fighting yourself. Maybe you're fighting what's in your head. Negative thoughts, doubts, self-doubts, past trauma, past pain. Maybe you're fighting a toxic relationship that you got away from, but you can't get over in your mind. Maybe you're afraid to meet new people because of what people put you through in the past. You could be in a place that you're unsure of. You could be in a gray area where you're not exactly sure which way is right and which way is left, which way is up and which way is down. You can be at a crossroads and you may not be sure which way to go. You could be at a place where both ways seem right or both ways seem wrong. In any case, you're unsure. What's the first supporting role to this energy? The Two of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense because if you're unsure, it probably could be because you're juggling. You're juggling options here. And there's obviously a lot of things going on around you that make you more confused, that make you more unsure of yourself. With the Two of Pentacles, you could be overwhelmed. And you being overwhelmed, that would cloud your judgment. What's the second supporting role here? The Two of Wands. So we have 222 on my table right now. There's a profound message that wants to come through to you. And it's the message of alignment. You have the power to amplify other people's energy. Find harmony in contrast and healing in togetherness. You are loved. And you're, whether they be spirit or human. Seek what is lacking in your life, since it is also looking for you. So the divine is asking you to look for what you're missing. Because whatever you're missing is looking for you back. With the Two of Wands, the world is your oyster. There's so many things you want to do when you think about your life in relationship to the rest of the world. There's so many things that are a possibility for you. But there's also a lot of things that you're allowing to convince you that you're limited. You're coming up with a lot of reasons in your head of why you can't accomplish certain things. But the reality is that you can accomplish whatever you want. It's about what you want. It's not about what you can do. It's about what you want. Because you can find a way to accomplish any goal you want in this world. But you have to want it. You know, that's what's going to bring it into fruition for you. The world is in your hands here, but what is meant for you is for you. When you think about your life, what are the things that you feel like will make you happy if you got them done? What does happiness look like to you? Feel like? Taste like? Smell like? You know? Let's pull some additional messages for the... If you hear all these noises, it's this squeaky deaky chair that I'm sitting in. This chair is my old faithful. It's been around for a minute. So you're going to hear it talking. So, additional messages for the Two of Swords. What does the collective need to know about the Two of Swords? What do they need to see through this blindfold? You need to see something. Something that you're not seeing, indicated by the moon in the background. The message we have for the Two of Swords is supply the good vibes. You could be in a situation that's pretty low vibrational. You can be in a situation where the people around you suck. They may not be treating you right. They may be giving you the side eye. They may be doubting you. They may be treating you like you're the one that has the problem. But Source is saying, don't worry about that. Because the situation is what you make it. You have the choice to supply the good vibes to a bleak situation and make it work for you. If other people are being, if you're in a situation where people are being negative, then allow your light to blind that out. Your good vibes are much stronger than their bad vibes. Additional messages for the Two of Pence. The Two of Pentacles. What does the collective need to know about this poor man juggling these pentacles? Discernment is what I have for an additional message under the Two of Pentacles, and this is what you need to know. Your discernment is key in terms of feeling like you are overwhelmed with your life circumstances. Are you overwhelmed with options? Overwhelmed with possibilities? That's normal. But to simplify this, to smooth this out, just use your discernment. Think about one thing at a time. And what does it mean for you? A lot of times when we're overwhelmed with circumstances in our lives, this oftentimes means we're allowing energy from the outside world to come in and complicate what we have going on. Because when you only consider yourself, your wants, your needs, it's quite simple. What each and every one of us as an individual wants is quite simple. But when you think about all the different things everybody else is doing, all the different things that's happening out in the world, all the different things, it can feel real busy, chaotic, and it can make you feel confused and overwhelmed. Don't consider anybody else's journey, anybody else's feelings, emotions besides your own. Don't consider anybody else's achievements besides your own. If you feel good about something, then you're supposed to. If you don't feel good about something, then that probably means it's not meant for you, even if it's meant for the person next to you. That's what discernment is. It is doing the mental brain work to assess whether or not this is for me or is it not for me. If it is for me, why? If it's not for me, why? Eliminating all of the outside noise and honoring what applies to you in your situation. Then things will look a lot more simple. Additional messages for the wand. The Two of Wands. What does the collective need to know about this Two of Wands? What does the collective need to know about the world being in their hands? Okay. So for additional messages, we have don't overlook the small things. Wow. That's pretty cool that came out. Because sometimes the answer is right in front of you. And you don't even realize it because you're too busy focusing on all this shit going on out here. But what means the most to you is what's closest to you. And that might look small to someone else, but to you, it's the world. It could be the world to you, and it's just small enough to fit in your hand. Don't overlook the small things, because something small in your life can give you big, big energy, big, big answers, big, big guidance, big wisdom. I think it's time to pull some healing energy oracle messages to bring together this beautiful reading that we co-created with the divine. What are some healing energy oracle messages that the collective need right now? The first healing energy oracle message is positive thinking, and it reads as follows. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity. That makes a lot of sense in all this. The second healing energy oracle message is called Learning to Love Myself, and it reads as follows. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine, supplying the good vibes. No matter what the situation is, you have the choice to supply your good vibes to give yourself a better experience, regardless of what other people are saying and doing. Realize that you are a being of light and allow yourself to shine. I'm going to pull some activations to bring this reading home and lay it to rest within the beloved collective. The first activation is called Perception, number 35, that reduces to an 8, and it reads as follows. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. I feel like that could be connected to the Two of Wands here. You're trying to figure out what's real to you, what's not real to you. What types of experiences do you need to feel alive, to thrive? to be happy. And don't consider anyone else's feelings but your own when you're making these decisions. The second activation is called discernment. We got discernment 2 times here on my table. Number 20, and it reads as follows. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Do you know what that's saying? That's saying discernment means to consider all things, but keeping a healthy space between you and it. Boundaries. Being detached from the shit that don't have nothing to do with you. That's what it's saying. And that's a really, really important thing to carry around everywhere you go. Everything you do is your own discernment. View the world with compassion. Love everyone. Love. Appreciate. Be grateful. But keep in mind that everything is not for everybody, including yourself. Thank you all for coming through to check out what's on Karma's table. If you want to like and subscribe, please do, but no pressure. Know that you are the lead character in your life. Anybody else is just supporting roles. And if they don't support you, they should not be in your movie. Remember that you are loved and we are the highly favored.